Hello, everybody. My name is Ronald Burnette Jr., independent candidate for governor of the great state of Alabama here. And I'd like to share something with you all concerning the economy and some of the issues that we have been going through in our state that we need to address that have been long overdue. And everybody's talking about affordability right now. But the thing about it is this: when you say affordability, it's like you can't shop your way out of poverty. You need a paycheck that matches, so you matches what you're spending with the cost. So, in order to do that, what I plan on doing if elected as your governor is attracting high paying industries, tax friendly environment to bring businesses in, and we're going to make it safe here for them. And work on our school system because they're going to need somewhere to stay. And that's why I've been pushing for multi modular housing. It's not a projects. I grew up in a projects, and there's nothing against projects or anything like that. We'll provide the security, possibly through the wipeout program, and in conjunction with the community college, we'll provide security, maintenance on them, on the properties, and service provide for them, and then mental health facilities on site, and we could use some of the room, in the urban areas, crowded parking lots, and in the rural areas, we have plenty of land and everything, and it's a new form of economic diversity. We can build these multi-modular units here in Alabama, and we could sell them and trade, expand the port in Mobile. And then as far as farming legislation would be concerned, I'm for that free market. Everybody needs to be able to afford things, like they say, but the money has to match up. We have to be able to hire people. We need to regulate some of these licenses on the trades and everything. And the cannabis industry, is from the agricultural aspect and from revenue. It could generate a lot of revenue that could help in certain areas we're hurting in many areas in Alabama. And we can't just choose things like, okay, the lottery and cannabis and think they're going to solve everything. We really need to look at our budget. We need to break it down. We need to get out of that two-part budget and start allocating things where they need to be. And our prison system, of course, we need independent commissions, parents, principals, lawyers, private companies, to work hand in hand with the executive office liaison that I plan on having in 67 counties. And, and we need to promote entrepreneurship within here, right here in Alabama, and grow. And we need to lead the nation in innovation and tech. And we really should get into semiconductor manufacturing. And, it will really help us out. We need to generate revenue and pay for our health care by working. It's simple as that. We're going to have to work. We got to get our education system together and try to get this thing worked out. And those are just some of the things that I plan on doing if I'm elected governor. I will be talking with you some more about the types of new jobs. In the rail system industry, we could open up the rail system. It's already set up, and those could create several jobs. All right, I want you all to stay safe, and I enjoyed this little short moment with you. And don't forget, November, write me in. I'm not going to make anybody do anything twice. We can just get straight to the point. And write me in if you think you may be interested in working with me and hire me to be your governor of this great state of Alabama. Goodbye. Have a wonderful night.